MBA second year, semester third, Human Resources Management Group, International Human Resources and Management. Human Resources Management in the global and enterprises and recruitment and International Human Resources and Management. Unit first one, International Business Nationals and Unit 5, expert, expertise training and development. International comprehension and management and Unit 7, global employment law and labor relation. Unit 8, IHRM, forensics and development HR strategies for competitive advantages. Introduction. Um, Organizations are becoming global and businesses are going across the borders of their native country. This phenomenon is impacting HRM at the fundamental level. Therefore, international human resources management is reshaping, reshaping, reshaping itself, and study of international human resources management is becoming imperative, and for the students and practitioners of human resources management. This book is an attempt to cover various emerging dimensions of international human resources management. Uh, it has been tried that complicated topics are described with ample illustrations and with the supporting studies and research. I have been practitioners of HRM in various roles as a professor in the discipline of HRM and OB practitioners of HRM, as well as a consultant in HR domain and the practices in organization and a philosophy of HRM significantly vary from organization to organization. The MNGCS always have influence of their practices and uh, organizations are becoming global and businesses are going across the borders of their native country. Mm, the phenomenon is impacting HRM at the fundamental level, and therefore international human resources management is reshaping itself. Study of international human resources management is becoming imperative for the students and practitioners of human resources management. And this took is an attempt to cover various emerging dimensions and international human resources management. It has been tried that complicated topics are described with a ample illustration and with the supporting studies and research. I have been a practitioner of HRM in various roles as a professor in the discipline of HRM and OB practitioners of HRM, as well as a serial consultant in HR domains. The practices in organization and a philosophy of HRM significantly vary from organization to organization, and the MNCs always have influences of their parent country uh, and their practices, and this makes the function of a managing more HR more diverse, and new practices are emerging every day. India is witnessing such a uh, enormous changes in the domain of management of human resources and management in all of its subsets. This is probably the best time to study international human resources management. Every organization is eager and to look for more progressive and innovative HR management and practices. Such practices are easily and found in international HRM. I am sure and that you study of international human resources management world be exciting and may lead to a fulfilling career in this field. International Human Resources Management HRM 304 syllabus. Unit first one International Business and International Human Resources Management. 1.0 introductions and 1.1 unit objectives, 1.2 concept of international human resources management, 1.3 different approaches of international human resources management, 1.31 uh, ethnocentric approach, 1.32 polycentric approach, 1.33 regionocentric approach, 1.34 geocentric approach, 1.4 dimensions of international human resources management, 1.4 differences between domestic and international human resources management, 1.6 issues and challenges in international human resources and management, 1.7 summary, and 1.8 key terms and question, 1.9 question and exercise, 1.10 further reading and references. Unit second, culture in the international human resources management. 2.0 introductions, 2.1 unit objectives, 2.2 cultural and the most important issues in international human resources and management, 2.3 elements of a cultural attitude and values, 2.4 determine of a culture, 2.41 social structure, 2.42 individuals and groups, 2.43 religions and ethical systems, 2.44 education, and 2.45 assisted, 2.5 impact of culture on international human resources management, 2.6 cross-cultural and theories, 2.6 and offsets dimension theory, 2.62 of sales contributions and international management, 2.63 uh, components and hidden tunes seva dimensions, 2.64 clue code and stolt hills cultural dimensions, 2.65 half cultural dimensions, 2.6 and 6 the global projects, the 9 Sanket, Sanket. Uh, Cultural and international human resources management introductions, unit objectives, culture, the most important issues of international human resources management, elements of a culture, attitude and values, and determinants of a culture, social structures, individuals and groups and religions and ethical systems, education, ethics, impact of a cultural and international human resources management, cross the cultural theories and Hofstede's and dimension theory and Hofstede's contributions to international management, uh, Thomson's Haddon's Seva dimensions, Clue Code, uh, Schollbrook's cultural dimensions, and half cultural dimensions, the global projects, nine dimensions of culture, ethics across the culture, and role of HR in maintaining ethical policies and behavior. Summary, key terms, a question and exercise, further reading and references. Comparative human resources management in the global enterprise. Introductions, unit objectives, globalization in human resources management, the importance of a context, differences in HRM practices, facts, factors affecting HR practices, external factors and internal factors, transfer for HR policies and practices, summary, key terms, question and exercise, further reading and references, and recruitment and selection by multinationals. Multinational, 4.0 introductions, 4.1 unit objectives, type of assignments, 4.3 recruitments of a selection of a experiment, 4.4 international about labor market and source, attracting international managers, process of a selection, ex, expertise, 4.7 selection test, and 4.8 expertise successes and factors. Mm, Adaptability of cultural changes and human resources outsourcing, summary and terms, question and exercise, further reading and references. Expertise training and development. Introduction, unit objective, special features and training development in international businesses, management philosophy and training and development, developing in a international mindset, uh, pedagogy and international training and types of cross cultural training and effectiveness of cross cultural training and expert traits, emerging themes in expedite training and development, summary, key terms and question and exercise and further reading and references. Ma'am, madam, ma'am, Apurva madam, ma'am, ಹೇಳ